2TC is an achievement in Bloons Tower Defense 6 where you need to complete a game of chimps using just 2 towers. Today we're going to be doing this with the Subscribe Commander and the Ultra Analytics Boost. Now it's really imperative that you get the submarine in the main center of this map, otherwise this just won't work, okay? Relatively short-range submarine. This was a 2TC combination discovered in Update 48 by No Mercy. I hope this is in the middle enough so that we have as much access to everything here as we possibly can. Otherwise, the later stages of the game might be a little bit of a doozy. Got these upgrades so far. I don't think I need anything else for the moment, but we do need to focus on our cleansing foam next so that we are able to do something about round 24 and any other rounds with the camo status. Looking through the patch notes, there's no updates to the submarine when it comes to buffs or nerfs, so I think the thing that actually makes this combination possible is the shaping of this map. The shaping of the map means that we will be able to utilize the the firing of this submarine for as much as we possibly can. I don't think Resort is able to do the same thing, really. Especially with the bottom left being a potential place where the submarine cannot do anything. Anyway, speaking from the Subscriber Commander, if you are liking the video so far and you'd like to see more videos like this in the future, then please consider hitting the subscribe button so that I know that you're enjoying the videos. And if you like the video, then click that like button and comment down below as to what other 2TC combinations you'd like to see me do on the channel that I've not yet done already, or perhaps another combination but on a more difficult map. We recently did Spear of the Forest and the Mad on Polyphemus. For this combination though, A, I'd like to space it out, and B, I don't think it's possible on any other map really. Just because of their circles, or center spar, I mean. Not circle spar, they're all circles. Right, let's give that armor piercing darts to give that bonus damage, against Moab class balloons. But we do a flat out bonus when it comes to our damage anyways, and our pierce. I think that's what popping power is. Now we're going to leave pins for as long as possible because I'd like to get Ultra Boost first before we get the pins. That's going to be really handy for rounds 95 and 98 as well when it comes to the huge hoard of ceramics. Now on its own, the Sub Commander is an okay tower, not very good in 2TC scenarios, but the way in which we're going to use this being today paired with Ultra Boost will mean that you'll fire a buttload of darts. Regrow rainbows, not an issue. The cleansing foam will deal with those properties now around 40, and this is going to make light work of the pufferfish. There's nothing quite like going into a Bloons Tower Defense 6 scenario and knowing that you might be defeated by the you-know-what enemy. If you're a long-time viewer of the channel, you know of the balloon in which I am speaking about. I'll talk about the red balloon, of course. It doesn't matter if you vanquish 99.9% of the adversaries. If you leave that one red balloon to escape the track, then all is for naught. It's like building a dam. Well, no, building a wall, and then only covering 90% of your vicinities. The enemies can just exploit that rest of the 10% in which you're not covering or protecting yourself by using the wall. I would like to get Sub Commander first before getting Overclock, but unfortunately I don't think I've got the fire rate to be able to go through this round, but also the 50s as well. Even this is a little bit of a struggle. They made their way over here, so no thank you for those regards. Okay, big pufferfish goes down. The thing that makes the Sub Commander not very good to Tower Chimps Tower is because of the fact that you either have to sacrifice this camo detection by removing the advanced intel upgrade, or you have to sacrifice this means of being able to damage DDTs by going up to advanced intel. and not pursuing the heat tip darts option. But that just leaves the Energizer out of the submarine tier 5 towers to get a 2TC with the Ultra Boost. But for some odd reason, I do not foresee Ninja Kiwi making the Energizer powerful enough so that paired with the Ultra Boost, it can clear out an entire game of chimps. I just don't see it happening. And you're forced with the heat up darts option as well. 4k away from Sub Commander, but we should be able to get the Sub Commander on this round with enough firepower, with enough darts, with enough damage per dart, and with enough splinters thanks to airburst darts. We have officially acquired the Sub Commander. And if you wonder sometimes why a overclock has 100% uptime on a tier 5 tower, that's because when you applied the overclock to the tower, it was still under a tier 4 influence. So that's why it leaned around for 100% of the time that one time, but now it will only retain it like 60-65% of the time. I keep forgetting precisely the percentage in which the overclock stays on a tier 5 tower before it completely dissipates from the tower itself, without anything that affects the ability cooldowns, just the default rate. Okay, round 63. This is going to be a breeze, I think. We've got enough Pierce with the sub-commands to be able to go through round 63. But would we have enough Pierce if we didn't have overclock? I think that's okay. Yeah, we completely whitewashed that entire round. Here's a question for you people. What tower would you like to see buffed the most out of any tower within the entire game? Maybe it's just like, I would like to see the Druid get a few buffs. Maybe I would like to see the Farm get a few buffs. Maybe I would like to see the Ace get a few nerfs. I know that sounds silly, but sometimes towers can be a little bit too overtuned to a point where, well, let's say a Tsar Bomber, even with the bombing run nerfs to it in Update 48, the same person who did the 1TC back in Update 47 was still able to do a 1TC with it in this update when the bombing run's damage has been slightly nerfed. I think personally the Tsar Bomber might need a price increase, but then again, the build up to it is quite expensive anyways with the Ground Zero, so maybe accounting for all of the costs, then the Tsar Bomber is okay where it is, but I think with the performance it can perform, I think it definitely needs a price increase. That's like the only thing that I would consider nerfing. If you listen to this video, Ninja Kiwi, then don't apply nerfs to Geraldo. He's been absolutely pounded to the ground for the past 15 updates or so. It just feels like every update that comes about, there's only a small number of areas where Geraldo gets a little bit of a buff, but then every other time, no. He's at the bottom of the ocean just like the Energizer is when it's not performing. Right, let's clear up around 75 here. And 76 is happily done and dusted. What about round 78? Many more ceramics in round 76, just doesn't have that regrow property to them. But like that, we're completely fine. BFB incoming! But what I'm more worried about is actually applying you to the overclock, because we got ourselves a whole bunch of ceramics to try and decamify. Come on now, hit the back there. Gonna need you to hit the ceramics still. Need you to go over there. Hopefully we're down to the last few. I don't think that's the last few. Hopefully the last spin around will put you over there if needed. And first try, lovely. Maybe I needed the oversized nails there, but I just want to give that Ultra Boost as soon as possible. Sometimes holding out for those extra few hundred muns may make the difference, between getting an upgrade on the round that you're currently on, or shortly when the next round starts. Okay, let's leave you to your demise while you have a spanner over your head increasing your fire rate, which is lovely. Okay, ZMG, you are going down. Yep, going down. Or just being popped out of existence. Okay, how are we going to fare against Super Ceramics? Now, these are a different beast altogether. Not needing as much pierce, but we definitely need more damage. And more fire rate, etc. Maybe I shouldn't have used that second overclock on that round, really. Okay, let's divide this up a little bit by putting you on last to break up the VFBs into Moabs and etc. I think that we can deal with the rest of the round a little bit easier rather than being all clumped up together, trying to pop them all at the same time. Deal with them in little groups, making sure that you do have enough pierce in order to actually get through the round. Divide and conquer. Yes, I know, Etienne. How about Strawn for a little bit and then going back? Yeah, we'll go back to first. Now we've cleared up the Moab horde. Now, if by default the submarine has a little bit more base range, then this would be the perfect spot for the sub-commander, really. Or just a submarine in general. But I don't need overclock for that. Lovely, round 85. Now, should we wait or shall we just use it straight away? You know what, I'm going to wait and then hopefully we can clear up the bigger horde out of the ZMG while having overclock active on it. Yeah, that works. Do a little bit of damage here. Oh, you're slow, which is good. You're not quite destroyed. Gives our overclock a bit more time to come back. Oh, any more damage, you would have gone down. And there goes 85. Oh, I was about to say 86. This is round 86. Okay, let's put you on last for a little bit. Have some groups like that. And the last one should be dealt with while not on overclock. There we go. Okay, what about round 87? Let's try having overclock on. Give our splits of darts as much time as possible to hopefully hit all of these targets. Like, some of them will obviously not hit because of the way that they span out. I think it was update 47, the amount of air bursts that are produced by the sub-commander increased from 3 to 5, and if you have that knowledge point, then it goes from 4 to 6. Okay, this is going to be very interesting, because this is going to be the round in which we will definitely get ourselves the Ultraboost upgrade. But when are we going to get it? Hopefully we will be able to get some money out of this. Okay, a little bit more. A little bit more. Just a little more. Use the upgrade when we're there. And there we go, we got the money. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Just wanted to use an overclock before we upgrade to Ultra Boost, just to get a little bit of uptime on that. Hopefully, only a small gap where we don't have the spanner overhead, and now we've got the Ultra Boost up and running. This part is guaranteed here now, aside from round 95 where we have that little bit of a window where we're going to actually need to use the Ultra Boost ability on the Ultra Boost itself. Otherwise, we won't produce enough cleansing foam to decamo everything on that round. Here we go. DDTs, not a problem. We will have more fire rate when we have the next DDT round. 93. Yeah, we'll hold them up on the top there. Lovely. Yeah, we definitely have it in the bag here. Now we're making light... Oh my god, the game kind of lagged and thought that ceramic was going to escape. We're making light work of these ceramics now, which is nice. Now, can we get past round 92? Sometimes this is a really annoying round. Like, all of the fortified ceramics that you're dealing with, like, every fortified target on that round is fast. Rather than starting slow, then ended up being fast. Okay, get these Ultra Boosts down as soon as we can. Get that times 10 as soon as we can. Okay, that was a little bit of a struggle, but on round 95, each of the DTs are going to be a bit more spaced out. For better or for worse. Worse because of the airburst darts aspect, but good because, well, we have more time to take each one out. Okay, round 94. Will this be a struggle? This is the first round where I think we have a huge amount of PS that we're going to need, but look at our fire rate there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful going on here. Let's use another Ultra Boost. Okay, can we get this back in time for round 95? I hope so. Otherwise, this might be a bit of a This might be a bit of a struggle. No, we got it. We got it. We got it. We've got it. We have got it. Okay, here we go. Just in the nick of time, we was able to get Ultra Boost on our Ultra Boost. Ooh, that's a bit of a split that I don't like, but this should be able to be handleable. If that's even such a word. Handleable. Handleable. Okay, handleable. We've got this in the bag. We are handling this scenario. My goodness sakes, this is making light work of everything here. Even though they are making it towards the end of the track, that was really good. So far, not a single down. No death screen whatsoever. No pesky yellow balloon bombarding our screen with that -4 and it gloating at me. Although these fortified balloons... Oh gosh, yeah, these fortified balloons are a little bit of an issue, not gonna lie, not gonna lie. Okay, I think the only round which could stop us in our tracks is 98. That's the only round left, but I think that is going to give us a few issues here. But we can also use our cleansing foam to get us over the finishing line a bit more possible, because the fact that pin, when it interacts with a balloon that is a ceramic or below, slows them down, which is really nice, giving us a little bit more time to deal with everything. Here we go. Fortified ZMG go down there. This is a really impressive combination, but it's only impressive because it can be done on this map. Okay, I'm going to put the foam over here. We need to be able to slow these down enough, and also in this spot we can still hit the mile class balloons. Okay, we need to put the foam over there, maybe put you back over here. Oh, it's a bit of a topsy-turvy when it comes to like, where do I put the cleansing foam? I'm gonna keep you there for the time being. Oh, it's these fortified balloons which are the main issue here. Fortified balloons are so annoying at times. Oh, one of them gonna get through. I don't want that to be the case. Oh gosh, oh my god, that is really concerning. With a little bit of cleansing foam microing, we are able to take down all of the fortified targets, which is my main concern, honestly. The fortified targets just take twice the amount of punch to be able to take them out. But now we just have these BFBs left, and hopefully we can get through this and leave the cleansing foam there. I'll put you over there now. There we go. That should be the run. Obviously, round 99 can also be a bit of an issue. Let's keep you on strong, actually. And hopefully you target only the deities, and we'll put you back on first if we feel like they're going to be an issue. It looks much more doable than round 98. Let's just say that. Yeah, moving your DDT means of being able to decamify them is not the best idea, to be honest. Okay, now that that is a thing, now we can put the cleansing foam to the right hand side of the track. And that's all of them taken down. Brilliant. This should be a doodle this round because of the amount of damage that we can cast on them. And this is going to be a 2 Megapops as well. So, taking back my my viewpoint of thinking that this is going to be a sort of an easy run. Round 98 and 99 requires a lot of cleansing foam microing. But round 99 being significantly easier than round 98, let's just say that. But just the 0 MGs left, no issues whatsoever. And there we go, everybody. You wouldn't think of the day that the Ultra Boost can get a 2-tower chimps achievement run with the sub command of all things. Like my last time using the sub commander paired with the Wulp, I didn't like this tower one bit, but I really love it in this scenario when I could just ramp up its fire rate by a humongous amount. So there we go, everybody. That is the 2TC combination of the sub commander and the Ultra Boost done and dusted. There's also a preemptor strike and the Ultra Boost as well, which is possible. Don't know if it's on this map because of the where the DTs will be and trying to use the ability to be able to take everything down. It's all a bit of a hodgepodge here and there, which is why it works on Resort, but I don't think it will work on this map. But with enough fire rate from the heat-up dust will definitely damage the DTs enough, probably. I'm not too sure. We'll dive into that scenario another day. Anyways, everybody, that is this scenario. Let me know what you thought of the video down in the comment sections below. And please do let me know what other kind of scenarios you'd like to see me do next on the channel. It could be a 2TC, it could be a 2 Megapops that I've not yet done, or perhaps an existing one which I have already done, but on a more difficult map, or another challenge entirely. I think I've spent everything that I can on like the made up 23 Megapop scenarios or the 2 Megapops no harvest achievement scenarios, unless I have to really think outside the box when it comes to like trying to do a 2 Megapops on cornfield while not removing any of the corn, but doing it with a tower which I would think is not doable anyways. I know Mac and Rules has done with 2 Megapops no harvest with the tax zone, which honestly to me is just whoa. Thank you all so much for watching, everybody, and take care of yourselves.